As your pastor, I just wanted to take a moment to talk to you. You know, I'm asking you to pray. And there's some very specific things I want you to pray with, and I'll share those in a minute. The church is more than a building. In fact, the building often becomes these walls that block the purposeful mission of Christ. In this last few months, I felt this strong prompting from the Spirit that He wants us to be His hands that reach out and touch those that have needs. He wants us to be His eyes to see the situations going on in people's lives. He wants us to be His mouth that speak hope and encouragement. He wants us to be His feet that go to people with the transformational power of Jesus Christ. We must go beyond our walls. So let me just speak for a second from my heart. We need to really equip our teens, our children, the volunteer staff that have committed themselves so strongly to reaching out. We need to equip them so that they can go beyond and actually reach their full potential. We need to do 5 things. We need to provide our ministries with the finances to operate and reach their potential. We need to provide and complete the build out of this building. There's so many things that have been left undone. We need to purchase some one-time items that will really increase ministry. A temporary baptismal tank that we could have would allow people easy access to follow in the very commands of Christ in water baptism. The sound system and the stage and other items. We need to equip our missionaries. We have some incredible pastors and missions out there that we support, and we haven't been very good at this, but we need to purposely sponsor them and cause them to have the tools that they need. There's a church in Lodi that's reaching out into the inner city, down in the parts where no one else wants to go, touching lives and getting people off drugs and seeing life transformations. We have a mission in Mexico that feeds 60 children every single weekend. We have our orphanage in Honduras. We have a seminary in India where hundreds of students are going out into an area where there are no other missionaries. And we need to meet the needs of those just around us, single mothers, people that need training, just in simple benevolence. So here's what I'm believing. I believe that with everyone, we can raise $200,000 above our current giving over the next 3 years. And that will start with a special offering on December 9th. Now this is a challenge, I realize that. And every time the Spirit has asked and we have responded, on the other side of that prompting has been this forefooting of something huge. In the middle of an economic meltdown, God provided this church. When we didn't have the resources, when we were at our best, God allowed us to get into this building. God is about to do something amazing. He's about to do something incredible through all of us. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to pray. I want you to pray for the teens in this area. 4% of teenagers know Christ. The other 96% haven't even heard about Him. I want you to pray for our children and their families. And I'm asking you to pray for a 3-mile radius around this church and for every person in their sphere of influence. And I'm asking you to be open to what God will do in and through you. This is a bold prayer, I realize that. But God asks for bold prayer. God delights in surprising us. He's asking us to turn irreligious people far from God, that don't even want to hear about Him, into missionaries for Him, into devoted followers for Him. Let's go beyond the walls of normal for God, to go be bold in our outreach and our developmental plan. God is working around us. Let's join Him. He wants us to answer and respond to Him. He'll answer those type of prayers. I guarantee it. God bless you.